to my channel. I have a flip through of my 2020 memory planner on my channel already. I know I have done January through May, so I will try to remember to leave that video linked down below, but I did go through this portion of everything here, which is Fill, Luscious, and Nice, and so I will do now May through the end of August, which would be, yeah, May, June, July. Yeah, 3 months. So that way this I'm current in flipping through. So May, June, July, and then I'll be able to do August, September, October, and then the last ones. And maybe if you want like a whole year, but at least it'll show you that I'm up to date. I am doing my memory planner here. This is the big happy planner from We Are Memory Keepers, but I am also doing Project Life 12 by 12 as well as my 12 by 12 scrapbook layers. So I have 3 versions of memory keeping this year, which I'm okay with, and it's actually manageable even with my toddler. So the first week in May, I used a 6x6 pattern paper pad from Hobby Lobby. I forgot the one. It's called Summer Vacay, I think. So that's where all this is from. And then, of course, stickers are always going to be from the sticker books from the We Are Memory Keeper collection. Now, what I did give my rules for, if you recall on my last flip through, is that pictures I print in here are not the same pictures I print for my 12 by 12. I made that a rule because everything then was in duplicate, even though I did most of my journaling in here. So they may be another picture from the same day or series of pictures, but they're just not repeated. So that's good. That way I get to use up more of the pictures that are on my phone. Second week, this was the same paper collection, just the black and white. The reason I went with that is because the stripes for this month were red, so I made like a whole black and white and red collection here. So we went on our walks still every day. That was a little bathtub picture, some of our selfies, a lot of walking. That's what I've been doing a lot in quarantine to get out the house. I also started my side hustle with Monet. It's a hair and skincare line that's natural and anti-aging, which I love. This is the third week in May. So I did pattern paper. This was a tie-dye paper pad from Michaels. So I just like kind of did 2 bookends and then clustered all my photos on that side and then did journaling in the center. Rock throwing, still on our walks. We lost power that day. That was like the day I started my Monet business when my like starter pack came, which was fun. It was my sister's birthday week, and we were playing with the neighborhood kids and stuff. This one was a pink, red, and orangey kind of layout. So I always block this side in this memory planner. It was the undated one, but there was always like a top moment or something, which I never utilized. So you'll always see me put paper here to block it and then kind of make the page cohesive. So just a lot of playtime. I wrote in a silver pen in this one. I think this is May. So the salon started opening. So I got my hair colored and cut. So that was me wearing a mask at the salon. This was like a little Instastacks photo at my friend's house with her daughter. Parking ticket from going to the beach. I never use the monthly spreads in this. Don't be mad at me, but I just don't. Still paper from that tie-dye paper pad. I used to cover 2 columns here and just 1 here. Wrote in a green metallic paint. I think this is also the time, yeah, this is also the time afterwards the George Floyd happened, so a lot of Black Lives Matter movement memes were going on at this time and protests. Showing things with me and my hair since I'm working my business. We went to Lion Country Safari. Valentina doodled in here. Here's pattern paper. This was an Amy Tangerine pattern paper. This is the front and this is the opposite side of it. Showing just fun things we did. It was my birthday weekend, so we were coming up on that in June. June 11th is my birthday. I painted her room and got her a reading tent. This is the week I did Week in the Life. I labeled it up here. So I have a separate album that I need to do a flip through, but I also need to finish. These are some of my stories and some of the pictures that didn't make it in for that week, but I still wanted to decorate it. So the reason why this one's scarce is because there's a whole album for it. This is a Paige Evans paper. I think it's Horizons, her eating French fries in the car. We're doing feeding therapy, so this was like a fun plate to buy her so that she eats and then gets like a dessert underneath. COVID testing. We got a puppy, Maui, if you've seen our Instagram and my stuff. We have a new golden doodle in the family. Zoe is still alive, my 15-year-old Doxy, but we just got a puppy in our family. So it's all about the puppy. Found a fun Mascarvale. This is a Kaiser Craft old collection. This is the A side and this is the B side. Very florally and bright, just like I like. Clearly I forgot to finish writing some of the stories here. But you can always see I do a mix of scrapbook paper, my photos, sometimes it's photo heavy, sometimes it's not, and then journaling, and I love the quote stickers all the time. I love them. In this layout I did pattern paper across the center only and then concentrated all my photos there and then did my journaling above it. This was using a green metallic pen again. It's like a big photo and then different sizes ones too, so that's a way you can do your memory planning in here. And then of course always trying to keep a color scheme is always something I like to do. So clearly this one's all blue and green. This one's really bright. This is an old Maggie Holmes paper. My sister came into town, it seems. I use a lot of the floral sticker collection in this one. And then I wrote with my G2 pink neon pen, if you can see like the neon. Oh yeah, it's like really like fluoro. But it makes this page really happy. This is like totally my jam all the time. I got my first pedicure that day and the whole year. We're in July. And then my sister came this week. So I printed a lot of pictures in my album. So I did the columns of pictures to show a lot of the stuff we did, all my journaling. And then she had written me like a goodbye note in my other planner, and then I just kept it in here and then kept 2 more photos that I wanted to include with a lot of journaling. There's a lot of writing in this week, and there's a lot of photos for this week. My sister visited the first time all year due to COVID. So we did everything we possibly could at home. The only thing that we went out to do, but it was still driving in the car, was the drive-through zoo, Lion Country Safari. It's like a drive-through zoo. You stay in your car. We went to the beach and yeah, the dog park a lot. Other than that, I mean, everything's closed. But we had a blast and we stayed up late and we crafted the whole time. And then this is the last week in July, so I did do it. I just have to finish up some of my journaling. This was a simple stories collection. It was the cut apart sheet, so this was like one of the 4x6 cards, and then this is the back side of the paper. And then my quotes from my sticker collection. So I have to finish up a few things here. We had a hurricane that weekend, I can see, and then I went to Target by myself that day. What? Got Zoe a bit, Kobe, no, not even. His name is Maui. See, Kobe was my other dog. And so we're currently in August, and I have to catch up there. So that was the last 3 months. I love having this album. This one's getting really chunky. I actually, speaking of, did put it on the expandable rings. So this is the largest size rings because it was sitting like a wedge. And I did take off, if you saw my last flip through, it was in one of those fancy covers, the thick like leatherette kind of ones. And now it's back to my plastic little laminated board. Because it was just so like sitting like an open wedge like all the time, and I just liked it like that. So I got the bigger rings and I changed the covers out so that it sits just flatter, you know, when I have it around. You can see I used a lot of different color pen inks in this couple of spreads too. I like changing up the pen ink color, and it's been really fun. Like, I'm glad I've been able, this is like I said where you can see where I've done most of the journaling. So my 12 by 12 has mostly photos, and this one has a lot of my thoughts. So sometimes it's about how I'm feeling, sometimes it's about my stress. I'm able to keep like coloring pages because I do have the punch. And yeah, see, I'm even writing quarantine. I'm talking about it, you know, the Olympics getting canceled, all the sports getting canceled. My anxiety is so severe. See, I journal, girls and ladies and gentlemen, whoever else is out there watching. This is a place to just kind of keep it all together for me. I know I'll look back and enjoy having this to look back on. So it's a good thing. So I hope everyone is doing some sort of documentation for this crazy year we're all living through together. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed. This is my flip through of my 2020 Happy Planner memory keeping style, and these are just some foam stickers that my daughter was putting all over my arm. She likes to give them to me as band-aids, and so I didn't want to waste them because they're so cute, so I did put them on my cover. So that's just something to remember. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope you've enjoyed this, and stay tuned for other crafty videos. Until next time, bye!